to go get pregnant. Excited?
Yep. I'm nervous.
Are you?
Why not?
Don't tell me those things. Yeah, so right now, when we get out of the clinic, I'm gonna be poopo, which is pregnant until proven otherwise. Hopefully, we stay pregnant. And we will find out in 10 days. Yes, in 10 days, we'll find out if we're pregnant or not. I took the Valium that they prescribed me so I can be calm. And I did all the medications with the exception of the vaginal capsule, the progesterone one, because after the transfer I'll have to do that. But progesterone oil, the patches are on, the estradiol pill, what is the other one? Aspirin, took it, prenatal, took it, and now drinking a whole lot of water because apparently my bladder needs to be full during the procedure. So that's definitely going to be fun and uncomfortable. So get excited, we're getting pregnant. Matthew, we're back in the same room. How do you feel?
Same?
Nervous?
Sure.
You're so serious. ¿Por qué?
Serious moment.
Here we are. Ba-ba-bum. I thought we were gonna be in a regular room, but we're in this room, which is like where we did the egg retrieval. So this is gonna be fun. I'm hungry too, but I'm also full of water. We'll see. This is our baby, and there's like an inner circle that's where the baby grows, and all the outside area is the placenta. So there it is. Happy baby growing. This is a face that just had a embryo transfer. The tears rolling down my face, not because of joy, but of someone who went through a whole lot of pain to do this. I drank one of those bottles, 1.5 of the bottles, because apparently when I got here, my bladder wasn't full enough, so I had to drink more. Then by the time my bladder was full, like doing the pee-pee dance on this stupid table, Dr. Farley comes in and he tells me, you need to do 5 seconds of emptying your bladder and just stop. I did that like 3 times. And I got to a point where they're like, okay, we're just gonna do it. And as the doctor put the speculum in, the nurse was putting pressure on my belly to do an ultrasound so they can see where he's going. And because I have a retroverted uterus, they were having hard times. So this entire time she was pushing down harder and harder and harder into my belly so they can try to see something. And the doctor's like, it's just really hard because your uterus is so far back. So I was like crying and trying to get it together. And then once they were done, and then Matt said the embryologist brought like a long, we said a syringe, right? Was it like a long syringe and like passed it over to him, which we were assuming the embryo was in there. And then
Do better?
oh yeah, like
Yeah,
night and day.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel much better.
Okay.
you have any question about that? Okay, so we left the clinic, or I say hospital. We left the clinic after. No, what do we do? Oh, so once the procedure was done, obviously during the whole procedure, I was gripping on to the blanket. I was crying. I was absolutely miserable because the nurse was like, I'm so sorry, but I need to put even more pressure. Imagine having a full bladder and they're putting pressure. Then I honestly couldn't even focus on the fact that he was doing the transfer. It was just more focused on like, this needs to stop. Then he was done and he says, okay, you're gonna put your legs, like bend your knees and you're gonna lay down. Well, I was already laying down. And what did he do? Oh, he said you need to sit here for 20 minutes. At some point during the procedure, I was like, I think I'm gonna pee myself. And he's like, okay, we might put a catheter in. And I was a little nervous because, well, I've heard it hurts. Well, once they were done and they said 20 minutes, they asked me, are you okay? And I said, yes. Now that the whole thing is done and you take off the pressure, like, I'm good. How long did I last on that table? 10 minutes?
About 8 minutes.
Well, 10 minutes because of the
8 minutes.
8 minutes. I lasted 8 minutes sitting there with my legs up before I told Matt, go get the nurse right now, because I'm literally hysterically crying. Like, I'm hurting. Even talking about it makes me cry. It was so miserable. No one talks about this. It's miserable. I told Matt, go get the nurse because I need to put the catheter in. I literally cannot deal with the pain of like having to pee so bad, holding my urine. She rushed to go get the doctor, and the doctor put a catheter in, and it was just like such a sense of relief, like, oh, this feels so good. Then she took it out, and it was just like a quick little sting, and that was pretty much it. I stayed there a little bit longer, a few minutes longer. I stayed there for the whole 20 minutes because your alarm went off.
It went off while you were changing.
Yeah, but it was like 2 seconds. And then they were like, okay, so they gave me instructions, which is to drink Gatorade. I have to up my doses of meds, so I have to refill now. When I get home, I'll just call them to refill them. Was there anything? Oh, high protein diet. What else did she say that we needed to do?
And 2 days bed rest. Bed today, and then you can go to the couch tomorrow.
Right, so all day today bed, and then I can kind of like move from the bed to the sofa, but it's like 48 hours, so until Sunday at this time. And then oh, she said the other thing with Matt I think freaked out about was that we can't have sex like if we get pregnant. Okay, so we can't have sex for sure from now until the first pregnancy test, which is in 10 days. If it comes out positive, that we can't have sex for another 3 weeks until the first official OB appointment. And the week that I do the pregnancy test, it'll be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. As long as the numbers are doubling, then we'll schedule an appointment for the first OB, which is, I guess, is the first ultrasound.
Yes.
But I guess we're fine because you went to China for 5 weeks and we couldn't do anything. So we were just like, what? I can't have sex. But I survived, and I'm praying to God I don't have to go through this again, because that was absolutely miserable. Don't ever want to go through that again. Oh, and the other thing is, the embryologist introduced herself, and she was like, oh, I just want to let you know we have 1 embryo and you have 4 left. And I was like, no, we have 5 left. She's looking at me like, no. I said yes. She's like, I said I did 1 in October, 1 in December, with 1 embryo in October. And she was like, oh, you must have done it at a different location. I was like, nope, I did it here. So she kind of like froze for a second, and she had to talk to someone else. Like, okay, yeah, you do have 5. So 1 that was being used, and then 5 remaining. So we had to clear that up. And while she was telling me this, I was getting my blood drawn. I was like, I wasn't even focused on the blood being drawn. I was just focused on, like, I have an embryo missing. Where are we going?
Oh, okay, so you get her.
So my makeup is running. My ojeras, just, I had to, like, wash off the black mascara that was, like, all over my face. So I'm ready to go home. The volume was kicking in. That was the other thing. I was like, I'm feeling sick. Like, I don't even know how people freaking abuse this stuff, because I was like, this is not making me feel good. It makes me feel miserable.
Alright, wait here.
So that is where we're at. I think Matt started to, I don't know if he was freaking out, but he was just like sitting back there, and then like standing next to me at some point. I was just like, I was just like crying hysterically from how miserable I was. Even talking about it makes me cry. It blows my mind that no one, I've never seen any videos or anyone comment about how miserable the embryo transfer is. You know, maybe it's because I have a retroverted uterus, which is not as common as, I don't know what the normal ones are called. But that doctor was definitely having a hard time finding my uterus. So I will check in with you guys later, and if not, I'm out, and wish me luck. Wish us luck and let this baby grow.